Have you ever been through something scary or upsetting that you found hard to forget? These moments can stick with us for a long time, making it difficult to move on. Maybe you were in an accident, experienced a natural disaster, or witnessed something frightening. These events can be sudden and unexpected, leaving us feeling vulnerable. These experiences can be very overwhelming and leave us feeling unsafe and scared. It's normal to feel a range of emotions, from anxiety to confusion. When these difficult events stay with us and make it hard to feel okay, it's called trauma. Trauma can affect our thoughts, feelings, and even our bodies. Trauma isn't something we choose to experience. It just happens, often without warning, and can change how we see the world, even ourselves. It's important to remember that experiencing trauma is not a sign of weakness. It's a normal reaction to difficult situations. Seeking support is a sign of strength. Trauma is different for everyone. What feels traumatic to one person might not feel the same way to another. Each person's experience is unique. There's no right or wrong way to feel after a traumatic experience. Your feelings are valid no matter what they are. The important thing is to recognize that if something has happened that makes you feel scared, sad, or unsafe, it's okay to ask for help. You don't have to go through it alone. Talking to a trusted adult can make a big difference in starting to feel better. They can offer support, guidance, and help you find ways to cope. Trauma can impact us in many ways, both physically and emotionally. It can leave a mark on our bodies and minds, often in ways we don't immediately recognize. It can be helpful to think of trauma as an invisible wound that needs time and care to heal. Just like a physical injury, it requires patience and attention. After a traumatic experience, it's common to have physical symptoms like headaches, stomach aches, or difficulty sleeping. These symptoms are your body's way of responding to stress. You might feel jumpy or easily startled. Everyday noises or movements can seem overwhelming. These are normal reactions to stress and fear. Your body is trying to protect you by staying alert. Trauma can also affect our thoughts and emotions. It can change the way we see ourselves and the world around us. You might find yourself replaying the event over and over in your mind. This can make it hard to focus on anything else. You might feel anxious, sad, or angry. These emotions can come and go, sometimes without warning. It can be hard to concentrate at school or enjoy things you used to love. Activities that once brought joy might now feel meaningless. Sometimes trauma can make it hard to trust others or feel safe in the world. You might feel like danger is always lurking around the corner. You might feel alone or like no one understands what you're going through. This sense of isolation can be very challenging. It's important to remember that these feelings are a normal part of the healing process. With time, support, and self-care, you can begin to feel better. Trauma can come from many different experiences, and it's not always easy to recognize. Sometimes it's caused by a single event, like a car accident or a natural disaster. These events can be sudden and shocking, leaving a lasting impact. Other times, trauma can result from ongoing situations like bullying, family problems, or living in a dangerous environment. These experiences can build up over time, creating a heavy emotional burden. Trauma can also be passed down through generations. This is known as intergenerational trauma. This means that if someone in your family experienced a traumatic event like war or discrimination, it can affect the generations that come after them. The impact of these events can ripple through time. It's important to remember that trauma doesn't discriminate. It can affect anyone, regardless of their circumstances. It can happen to anyone, regardless of their age, background, or life experiences. No one is immune to the effects of trauma. If you're not sure if what you're experiencing is trauma, it's always a good idea to talk to a trusted adult. They can provide guidance and support. They can help you understand your feelings and connect you with the support you need. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Section 4. Finding your support system. You don't have to go through this alone. Healing from trauma can be challenging, but it's important to remember that you don't have to go through it alone. There are people who care about you and want to help. Talk to a trusted adult like a parent, teacher, counselor, or family friend. They can offer support and guidance as you work through your feelings. Sometimes talking to other people who have experienced trauma can be helpful. Support groups can provide a safe space to share your story, connect with others who understand, and learn coping strategies. Section 5. The journey to healing. Taking small steps forward. Healing from trauma is a journey, not a race. It takes time, patience, and courage to work through the pain and fear. There will be good days and bad days, but it's important to remember that you are not alone. There are many things you can do to start healing, like talking to a therapist, practicing relaxation techniques, and engaging in activities you enjoy. It's important to be kind to yourself and celebrate small victories along the way. Remember, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. With time, support, and self-care, you can heal from trauma and build a brighter future for yourself.